All right, hello everybody. This is Bo Hyman. It's the 1st of April 2015. It looks like I might have fixed my technical issue, but we'll see. Today we're going to be looking at Dofus for MMO. Ah, it looks like it's working. Yay! So if you're a Twitcher person out, you're not supposed to make any sound yet. I didn't introduce you.
I'm sorry.
Now you're talking. So if you're a Twitch person out there and you're doing Twitch stuff, make sure you go, since you changed your password, make sure you go through the little wizard they have set up. It looks like that might have, as my guest suggested while we were on break there, might have actually messed with my settings, so that with the stream key, so that might have done it. Anyway, we're going to be looking at Dofus today. And what is Dofus? Dofus is, I don't know, it's, you know, we're gonna let my guest cover that. First, before we get started on that guest, why don't you introduce yourself?
Hello, can I talk now?
You can talk now, feel free. And tell everybody who you are and what you do for the video game that we're playing.
Well, I'm Izmah, and I'm the English community manager for Dofus.
Mm-hmm.
And I've been working with Incarnum, the company that produces Dofus, for about 5.5 years now. And so I've had a great time working with the game, and I am looking forward to a great time introducing everybody out there on the stream to the game tonight.
Yeah, the funny thing is that Dofus, and I am saying that correctly, Dofus, right?
Yes, that's perfect.
Okay, because I always thought it was Dofu, because it's French, right?
It is. There's like, oh, this is one of those things where, like, when you hear the French speakers say it, the native French speakers. I'm not a native French speaker.
Okay.
I am originally an American, and when you hear them say it, there's like just this little tiny sliver of an S at the end. The French are really great at swallowing the very last letter in a lot of words that they pronounce. So I don't know how they do it. It's very magical. They make you understand that the letter is there without like really fully pronouncing it. It sounds like witchcraft, and it is. French people are magic. I'm just going to put that out right
well,
now.
Real quick side story is I saw at GDC several years ago, and this is a story I always love to talk about with Ankama, if that's how I'm saying the company right. By the way, chat room, if you have any questions, holler in the chat room there, or on Twitter at Bo_Hyman. You can also tweet them there, and let me know if the sound is weird or anything, because XSplit messed up so much that I wouldn't be surprised if it messed up my sound settings as well, so if you can't hear anybody, let me know. But anyway, I was at GDC, and this guy got up there, this developer, to give a little chat about some kind of craziness with, you know, living in the moment. I don't know what he was like. It was like Patch Adams got up there, but he was barefoot and very French, and he was like, I'm going to talk to you about it, and it was this amazing speech on like giving people little, I don't know, it was just a great design. One of my favorite little panels ever at GDC, and it was one of the lead developers, I believe, on Wakfu. I'd have to go back and see who it was, but you can probably still watch it. It's probably up on the things there. But anyway, so fascinating company, strange games. I'm going to say that right now. So if the viewers right now don't understand, this is Dofus, which is the older. I think this first started, what, 2004, 5?
That's right. The very first beta was in French in 2004. We just had our 10-year anniversary last year, in September of last year. Okay. So, yeah, we've been going for 10 years now.
So this one was first. Then you might have heard of Wakfu or Wakfu?
It's Wakfu.
Wakfu. Okay, so Wakfu is like the older sibling to this, but they are connected in the same IP, correct?
That is correct. They all take place within the same universe called the Cosmos.
Cosmos. The team likes to do some funny things with naming. I believe Ankama is backwards, or some of the names are like backwards word. I don't know. Strange stuff. We'll get into a lot of that.
2 letters from all of the founders' nicknames.
Or the name of the company.
That's right. That's the name of the company.
But isn't the...
And Amakna is... Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm talking over you.
You're fine.
Forgive me. But yeah, Amakna is the name of one of the large cities in the game, and yes, that is the name of the company, backwards.
Okay, very cool. So, did you guys and Garrels over there do anything special for April Fools, by the way, real quick?
We did, actually. We had a very important and very, very exciting announcement that we are going to be opening up Ankama Land over here in Roubaix, in France.
Okay, but let's talk about this for a second, because we were talking before while I was having technical issues, and Dofus Ankama. Now, Dofus is also an anime, a cartoon series.
That's right.
So,
that's right.
Without even getting into all that, because that is a huge. First of all, it's a fantastic series. I'm not a huge anime fan just because I haven't had time to really investigate it. You know, there's a lot of anime out there that, you know, you get recommended. And I remember hearing about this when I went and checked it out. Fantastically animated. The art style carries over in the game. So you were saying that Dofus is huge over in France, right?
That's right. It actually is larger than WoW in France.
Right.
Yeah.
Which is a very important note for people to understand, for especially developers, writers, when you think, because you haven't heard of a title as much or you haven't covered it yourself, it's not necessarily worth covering, or you haven't done as much coverage on it. There are numbers to back a lot of that up, so that's fantastic to hear. Okay, so before we get on all that, what are we going to be doing today? Because right now I'm on my... But actually, before we get into what we're going to be doing today, let's just briefly describe Dofus for the people who have no idea. Like, how would you describe it? Your little 30-second pitch or whatever.
Well, I would say that Dofus is Final Fantasy Tactics plus every old school RPG you've ever played. It's turn-based tactical combat that is also an MMO. And it sounds like the sort of thing that would be incredibly difficult to work out, but, you know, we've had 10 years to work on this formula, and I think that we've got it to some really engaging gameplay and really funny monsters, and we're a team who likes a lot of humor with our seriousness. So we like epic adventure, but also really silly, funny humor. Okay, so are you mad at me because I just teleported away? I accidentally got into a fight with a critter. I just clicked on it and I forgot, it sucks you in the fight. So when I fleed, I got, so what do I, can you get me back? Or do I need to go? Sure.
Okay.
I can join you. It's no problem.
Okay. Because what do we do? I'm on the newbie character now. The area I'm in right now is kind of the newbie-ish land. It's like an island in the sky. Am I correct?
Yeah, that's right. It's actually an island that's on the back of a sleeping dragon.
Okay, so can we see that in the maps? I'm not sure if we can see that in the regular map, can we?
You can't necessarily see the side view, but if you wander around Incarnum, you'll be able to see some of the dragon's scales and spines poking up through the ground.
Okay, but this is kind of what I guess you would call like your newbie zone.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay,
it's called Incarnum.
Incarnum.
Where new souls are incarnated into their adventurer forms.
Okay, I see. So while I'm waiting here for you to join me, because I don't know if you need to join me, and will I follow you to this little dungeon we're going to do? I guess it's like a newbie dungeon?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
This is the Incarnum dungeon.
Okay, so while you're doing that, I'm going to be showing around the UI a little bit. I always like to show the UI. Dofus and Wakfu, what's cool about them is there's a lot for sandbox lovers, but there's a lot of, it kind of has that bright anime style, but there's a lot for sandbox lovers, for people who like to create different characters. I'm not even really going to get into a lot of this until we really start doing combat and stuff, but you really can get into making a character that's custom. You have your inventory, which is where you're going to put, oh, I had a hat and I didn't even know it.
Oh,
a little paper hat.
Put that on, yeah.
I mean, you can customize your character. It's different between both titles, and I'm going to compare Wakfu probably next week. You're going to see some differences, but basically the UIs look similar, where you have just a ton of stuff to poke around, play with. You have magic spells. Where did my magic stuff go? Spells, which level up as you use them. Is that correct? Is that a good way to describe it?
You can choose which spells you level up. You gain points that you can use to level up your spells as you increase in level.
Right. Now, this is very important because you get locked into those spells and they make your character, but later you can kind of respec, right?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Okay. There's a couple of different ways that you can respec, actually.
Okay. And don't worry, everybody. Here in a little bit, I'm going to log on to a higher level character that I have, and we're going to go through some of that. Now, as we play, though, bear in mind that I haven't played Dofus that much in a long time, so you're going to see me lose a lot probably. But if you have any questions about that, what server is this on? What server is this on? I forgot. Rushu.
Right now, yeah, we're on Rushu right now. Okay. So yeah, if anybody out there wants to come and join us, bring it on. Yes,
come join us in Rushu, and I think we're going to do a little giveaway or something later to do with that. I don't know whenever.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, so if you want to come join us, make a new character. It's a fantastic game. One thing you might be noticing, it's a 4:3 resolution. That's how Dofus, being that it's a little older and it has some backgrounds that are kind of permanent and stuff like that, it's going to be in 4:3 resolution. But the advantage of that is you can run it on lower end machines, laptops. Oh, did you teleport me?
I did.
Okay.
Sorry.
Don't scare me like that. Is this the dungeon, the stairs here?
Yeah, this is the way that leads down into the dungeon.
Oh, and that reminds me. One way you get around now in Wakfu, when you move around, as you move towards the side of the screen, for example, the side of the scene, you're gonna the screen will scroll with you. That was a more modern game. That was one of the more modern twists on it. In Dofus, you're gonna go over here until you see an arrow, and you're gonna click on it, and it's going to take you to the next scene. Now, the advantage of having these static backgrounds, I think, is that you can do this amazing, really pretty art, hand drawn, kind of painted, really beautiful stuff. And there's some neat little animations to monsters and all that. But you might be, if you're a Dofus player, you might see these little, it's kind of probably hard to see if you're on the stream here, but it's a little designated area that's like a little flower here, and you click on that to transport to the next scene, or in this case, the dungeon. So should I go in there?
Yeah, let me actually group up with you really quick so that we don't miss each other.
Yeah, make a character, come join us in game, and we'll be sure to PK you. I'm just kidding. I don't know if I ever did PvP in either game.
Yeah, there's a big PvP. There's a big PvP following in Dofus. Actually,
oh,
we are planning to do a major PvP update. Hopefully this year. It may not be till the end of the year because we're still kind of in development. But we have a system called the Coliseum, which allows you to be matched with other PvP players.
Right.
And right now we are working on a way to make that an inter-server system so that you'll be able to match up against players all across all 50 Dofus servers.
Okay, very cool. Yeah, and I mean, how many classes are there now? 20? Something like that?
There are now, let's see, oh gosh. For just 1 second, I forgot. No, it's 16.
16. Okay, so I mean, if there's there's something in there for you. Now there are basic, like my newbie. I think this one particular, I think I made like a little melee class or something. I'm not really sure. I just kind of made it really quick. What do I got here? Masquerader. It's kind of a melee class, right? Like a tank, kind of.
Yeah, yeah.
Right. To kind of be to kind of be simple, but you can really get into some complicated classes that do like turrets and this and it's.
Oh yes.
If you want to get, if you're into all that stuff, you're gonna find it in there. Okay, so now that we're grouped together, do you need to go in the dungeon?
Yeah, hop on in.
Okay, so I'm going to click on this little thing. It's going to teleport me or take me to the next scene, which would be the dungeon. This little GIF thing you're seeing down here, by the way, viewers now, later on YouTube or whatever, that's just some rewards that I have for having an older account, so that's not always there. Is this you up here?
Yep, that's me. I'm right here.
The dunge?
Oh no, that's the NPC that will let us in.
Oh, Dungeon Master. Oh gosh. Okay,
Yeah.
so do I? But where are you
There
at?
you
Did
go.
you just go in?
I've just run right past you. I'm the Sedita in the stripey hat who just went up the stairs.
Okay, so I'm going to go up the stairs. Okay.
Yeah.
I just didn't know where I should go. Okay.
No, it's okay.
And you're just continuing on through here, I guess.
Right, exactly.
See, look at the
You
scenery
can
in
kind
here.
of
It's
see
awesome.
Yeah, we're underneath the dragon right now. You can see there's a bunch of vines that have grown off of the edges that are holding in some of the stonework that has
Right.
crumbled over the years. Yeah, it's pretty nice.
Okay, so I don't see you.
Okay, I'm right here behind you.
No, I don't see you at all.
Marissa?
Nope.
You don't see?
Are you looking at
I'm standing
Cade
right in
Fira?
front.
Nope, there's nobody here but Dungeon Master and me. Are
Oh,
there
gosh.
channels?
Hang on a second. Nope. That's just me.
Oh, GM
being
invisibility?
silly. Yeah, sorry.
It happens. It happens. Oh, there you are. Yay!
Yay! Okay.
There you go.
I was really confused why you couldn't see me there.
If you're a GM in games, you often want to be invisible or you just get mobbed by players. Also, GMs, what they love to do is turn invisible and just sneak around and follow you for hours and hours and hours and hours at a time. Is that right?
It's super fun.
See, I told you.
It's
Oh, cool outfit. So what's your class?
Oh, thank you. So I'm playing as a Sedita right now. Sedita's just got a revamp in one of the most recent updates, so we got some new gameplay.
Okay.
And yeah.
So I clicked on...
Hey!
Oh, there you go, emotes. Oh, yeah, you have all these little emotes over here you can do over your head as well, like little funny emotes. So there's a lot of neat little things. Okay, so we're going to go into this, talk to the Dungeon Master, or what are we going to do here?
Yes, you're going to talk to him, and do you have a key? If you don't, I have one for you.
I don't think I have a key.
You should see an option that says, here is the door key, if you have the key.
You want me to use it?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
Oh, have we got somebody from the Twitch stream here?
I think so.
Do you want me to invite them to our group?
Yeah, go for it. Go for it.
All right.
I have and here's another one inside as well. I have a feeling that these players know a heck of a lot more than I do, so they're going to be saving me.
Well, if you want to invite them, you can go ahead and click on the player, and you should get a little option to invite them to the group.
Join my group.
Perfect.
Okay. Okay, so you already got this other.
Oh yeah, I know who to dev.
Do we know what the max is on a group? 4 or 5 or what?
It is 8. You can have 8 people in a.
Okay.
And that's for combat in general. You can have 8 people on a team.
Okay. So he's and Cheems here said he's pro.
Yeah.
So, okay. So that I don't know to trust that or not. But all right. So are we in the dungeon right now?
That's right. We're in the first room of the dungeon.
And is this so? It would be safe to say this is kind of like a newbie-ish dungeon for one of the first dungeons that newbies could. It gives them a taste of dungeoneering, I guess, kind of.
Exactly. This is literally the first dungeon in the game. It's the lowest level dungeon, but it's also quite nice and a good introduction to the game.
Okay, very cool. So I would have normally probably have been invited to this dungeon through a quest, or is it something I can just always find? Because I needed a key to get in, so...
That's right. Normally, if you follow the Incarnum quests, you'll be given a key. But you can also join the dungeon by buying a key from another player, being given a key.
Oh, okay.
Some of the monsters in Incarnum also drop the key. So you have a lot of different ways to get in.
And the openness of Dofus, and it's going to be the same with Wakfu, and this is what I was joking about earlier being weird, is that because it's a sandbox, you're going to have a lot of that openness that might be confusing for people who are novices of the MMOs. So what I have found is that it's really best to A, ask other players, because players are usually friendly in both games, because they'll have a lot of information, or B, really follow the quest line if you have it. Sometimes it will lead you places that you weren't necessarily sure were part of the quest. So you can. One thing I really love to do always is to open up my quest log, and if I have a quest, click on this little thing here, mark on the map, and it's going to show you a direct place to walk to. You can mark all your quests if you want.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, so keep that in mind as well. So it can be a little confusing because it has a little bit more depth to it. It's not just a linear jump in, and it's not like necessarily Warcraft where it's all scripted type stuff. And there's some of that, of course. And a lot of good dialogue as well. All right, so what is the point of the dungeon here? Just to fight all these monsters and kill everything to death?
That's right. This dungeon is going to lead us through a couple of different rooms with progressively more difficult monsters, and then at the end we're going to fight the boss.
Okay, so is this the first group we're going to attack over here?
Absolutely. Are you ready?
No, I'm scared. Click on them, go! Oh wait, did you guys get in there with me? Okay, good, guys and girls.
Yeah, we're all in.
Okay, real quick before I'm going to explain this to the viewers and to new people to the game. This first stage here, as you can see, my timer is counting down. You want to position yourself somewhere. I'm a melee class, so I want to get up line first. I want to get in there. I'm a tank, and then once you're ready to go, which I believe they're crossed swords over their head means they're ready to go. I think.
That's right.
You click on ready to fight. Now everything's going to be timed, so I'm gonna skip some stuff possibly in explanation, but we'll try and explain it all. So I hit ready. I think we're rating on you only, Marissa.
All right, here we go.
Okay, so now the fight is officially started. It's going to go through turns. It's going to float an arrow over the person whose turn it is, I believe, correct? Now, what did you just do?
That is correct. You can see that in the... I just summoned a tree. A tree is the basis of the... It's the new basis of the Sedita class.
Ooh, cool.
Trees can be turned into summons. They can be used for certain spells. They can be used to attract enemies and heal your friends.
Okay.
They're a very multi-purpose summon.
Very cool. And that's what I was
I'll
talking
just
about,
stop right
viewers,
there.
is you'll have a lot of classes that do unusual things with turrets and stuff. You also have move points, so you're going to move a little bit and attack a little bit. And that's keeping it pretty simple for now, but... And I'm kind of zoomed in here. I can also zoom out so people can see. But it's a fantastic tactical game. See if that music is too loud.
Oh yeah.
I think we're good. Okay, so now it's my turn. So I'm a melee class. From what I understand, I need to get up close and beat the crud out of people. So let's run up a little bit. This thing here, this coward mask, I could not figure it out. So I'm just gonna go into my turn there for now until I get close. It stuck on me, would not stop. I needed to figure it out. So. Another cool thing about Dofus, correct me if I'm wrong here, is that if you hit something on their side or behind, you're going to actually cause extra damage, correct?
Oh, that is only for Wakfu.
Okay.
We don't have the directional damage modifiers in Dofus. At least not yet. Maybe one day.
So I have this ability here. Is it my turn? I believe so. No, it's your turn. But I have my... See, Coward Mask is I'll read that one later. Martello is basically a kick. Steals HP in the Earth Element, applies dodge penalty to the target. There's a lot here. Oh, you just killed my target. Okay, so whose turn? Oh, that was little Tofu's turn. Now it is Anchim's turn. Reinforcement. Deals the enemy damage if 3 elements move the caster. Okay, and then Akata. I'm gonna try that. Okay, so now it's my turn. Let's get up close. What should I do here? I don't know what to do. Let's just do this one. Let's kick it. Ah, killed him. And let's move him more. I'm gonna end my turn. Okay, Hooded Death over here. Oh, that's a cool name. Man, we just kind of destroyed them really quick. This next screen that you're going to see pop up is going to give you the different experience amounts you're getting. It's going to give you your drops, so you can look at that. You can check it out for a while. You can move on. And then here, of course... Oh, and are we in a different room now? This little bit harder room. Okay. So now we have a next group of critters here. You see the small wild flunsar of 10. Hold on a second. Oops. Let's see here. Something just popped up. Oh, I think... Actually, hold on. Let me see if I can get her back. 1 second, guys. We're having all sorts of tech issues today. Oh no! I'm gonna try and call Izmah back. While we're getting her back here, I'm gonna keep trying to call. We're gonna kind of chill in this little section for a little bit. Why am I having so many tech problems today? Let me try one more time. But as you can see, we just defeated that monster, that group of monsters. Now we're gonna be moving on to this next one. Hang on a second, guys. You're watching the stream in the group here. We're going to get that going. All right, let's go ahead and close that off. And so she lost her Skype. That's all right. Let's go ahead and move on to the next. Let's get this next group. We'll get this next group. So let's go ahead and attack. Okay, so again, here's the placement phase. You're gonna want to place yourself somewhere. Where am I? I'm up there. Let's go over here, so I can be on the front lines. I'm ready. And while that's happening, I'm gonna see if I can call somebody back here. Little cross swords over the heads means that they're ready. So we'll just wait on her a little bit. Okay, so we're all ready. Looks like it's going to start off with Marissa's turn. When you hover over the character, it's going to show you their movement rate, or movement, how far they can move at one particular turn. So she's going to move a little bit.
The person whom you're trying to reach.
Okay, so I'll try her back a little bit. Alright, she's going to try and call back. We want to get her back on the call. My turn! Alright, let's just get up close here. I'm really just using some lame abilities. And it works. As long as you have enough... This costs 4 APs, I only have 2 left, so let's go ahead and move to the side here. Now, if you saw my character kind of twitch there for a second, when he tried to move... I should apologize. When she tried to move away from this critter... You can be locked into... Oh, he did some kind of AoE. You can be locked and not able to move because you're trying to move around a mob, and it doesn't allow you. She's causing... What is she making over there? Some crazy new... Look at all that. I have no idea what that class is. I believe my guest host is going to restart the Skype and try to get back on. So Mask, which is what I'm playing right now... Cool, we got that group. Mask, which is my character, have masks they use, and they'll charge other masks later on. Okay, so this looks like one last large group here, and then maybe we go up the stairs. So we're going to try that out in just a second. Let's say... Okay, so she's ready. We're just going to go ahead and charge right in. Why not? Okay, good placement phase here. Again, I'm just going to stay right here. See, there's a critter behind us. Look at that. I'm going to get up right next to that one. Yeah, I'm going to go ready. Oh, I didn't notice up there. Let's go up here instead. Right in the thick of it. Let me check Twitter if you guys have any, guys and girls, have any questions or anything about the game, let me know. Oh boy, I just noticed that. Prepubescent chafer. I don't even want to know. So she's casting this tree, and if I hover, you'll see the actual stats down there. The Barber's turn, fighting hooded death. Who's a player we're having our group here? Whose turn is it now? There you go. Young boar. Now, one of the things you're not seeing is off to the side. Okay, my turn. I want to try the mask, but I just don't know how to use it yet. While I'm waiting, let me read it. Oh, I'm getting attacked here. You can see my health down there is only 44. Area of effect. Cross of one cell. Max accumulation 1. Blah, blah, blah. Classic mask. 1 turns until recast psychopath mask. Turn 12 dodge. Weakened state. So I guess maybe I need to save that mask. Chat room, you can tell me. Maybe save that mask until I can... Maybe I get a little more weakened and I need it. It's kind of like a last-ditch effort. Saying in the chat here that this room might be a little tougher. Oh, as I was saying before, you're not really seeing it right now because this is just running the 4:3 resolution, but on the side you're going to have black bars. Oh, 5 health. Moves the caster away from the target. I don't know if I can even get away. Ah! Let's just see if I can dodge, maybe better. I don't know what this does. So now I've got the mask up, but now what? No! Okay, well, I'm dead. So that's how you die. We're about to explore death. Let's see here. Charging mask gives you other spells to use. Okay. See, this is just this is a class you pick right from the beginning, so it can be pretty. Some of the classes initially starting out aren't you know. Oh, sorry. Whose turn is it? Okay, we're waiting on her, Marissa. Hello.
Hello.
Did you make it back alive, Marissa?
Ooh, well, I'm on my phone. I apologize if the connection suffers for it. I have no idea what happened to my computer, Skype, but I hope this works.
Oh, actually, I'm sorry, and I guess you're live now. Izmah. Yeah, well, I died, so...
Oh.
Yeah, what can you do? So what?
It's okay, though.
What happens in Death Inside a Dungeon?
Well, as long as your team wins, you're fine. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
You just have to watch and hope that everybody else continues to live.
So how is it that you, the rest of the group, are doing so much more better? Is it just they know their class and I'm just a complete noob, or are you on this newbie island? Aren't we all the same kind of low level, or you're a lot better?
We are. I think that you are level 5. I thought I saw.
Yeah, and you're level 14. Okay.
Yeah, and I think that the other guy is level 12, and then, it looks like Ancients is the same level as you, so, okay. Yeah, you guys kind of wound up right next to the tougher monsters in this particular room as well.
I thought what I was going to do was going to jump right in the thick of it, and what I found out is I was just going to get murdered really quick, so that's cool.
Aww.
Now, but you're playing this class kind of new, though, right? You were saying? Is this a more modern or a more recent class, more recent addition to the game?
No, actually, it's one of the older classes, but it just was recently rebuilt, sort of from the ground up, to have some new gameplay.
Wow, check that out.
Yeah.
Okay, very cool.
By the way, you might want to check out the rewards that you have in your little treasure chest there, because you've probably been completing some achievements, and those will give you XP.
Oh, I've got a Twitch shield.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, that's one of the prizes that we're going to be offering tonight.
Okay, so how?
Or the prize.
Okay, let's see it. Hooded Death said we're gonna have to do this one without him. Oh, so we're not even done. By the way, are these gifts for the entire account? Should I accept them all? Would that be easiest, you think? Or?
Those are for individual characters. So I have one for this one and one for your other character.
Okay, so I'm just gonna accept all. Let's just do that.
Yeah.
There we go. Okay. So I could have been getting... Oh, so as you do achievements, you actually will build up. Oh, wow. We got another big...
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so this time I'm not going to go right in. I'm not going to go right in. Okay, so let's go.
Well, this is the
Go ahead.
This is the boss. So this is the final room, and we're going to try to do the guys in the group would like to try to do one of the achievements actually for this particular boss. And let's see, the two achievements that you can do in this are Zombie, which require you to use only 1 point of MP per turn.
Okay.
And then the other one is First, which means we defeat the Snow Wolf first. That's the boss.
Okay, the boss
Snow
here.
Wolf.
What do you think?
Yeah. Well, I think that we can try it. We'll see how well we do. Maybe we won't, and
You saw how well
maybe
we did last
will.
one. Okay, so let's go. Yeah,
Hey,
let's go. And once
sure.
we get through this boss, I think we could probably switch to the high level person. Look at some of that stuff.
Yes.
Okay, so
exactly.
should I? Why don't you click on it? I'm scared.
All right, I'll go ahead and start. Okay. And by the way, just a little culture thing. A lot of people use the option. If you click on your own character, you'll see an option for slap, and when you select that, you'll get that little "aye," and that's how people show that they're ready.
Oh, okay. And
There we go.
ready to click. I see. Oh.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, okay. So IE.
You also get a little notification, as you just saw, when somebody in your group starts a fight, so you can automatically join them just by clicking on the button.
Okay,
But yeah.
Okay, I'm starting down here. I'm letting you guys go
Yeah.
first. You're a little higher level, and I'm gonna win. There, so I'm ready.
All right. Okay.
So again,
Well, it
if
looks
you're a
like-
strategy fan, this is really good because your placement can be really important. Now, the thing about it too is you can be out in the wild and do a fight with just something wandering around, and it can be in any section of the map. So each one can be different. It's pretty crazy.
That's right.
I know my shield looks awesome. Duh. So this is the boss, huh?
That's right.
So the light green squares when I hover him, that's his movement, right? That's how far he can move in one go.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
Can I see his attack range?
No. You will need to sort of determine that as you fight.
Okay.
That's part of the strategy.
Very cool. Okay. I'm sure players figure it out, though. Being players. They have it all
yes.
all on a big stat page or something. Okay.
Well, we have a great wiki right now. It's dofuswikia.wikia.com, and it has a lot of great information for dungeons and monsters, so people should check that out.
Okay, so I'm wondering what I should do. I just don't really know. Let's try this. Oh, I can do it. Oh, okay, let me try this. Let me move first, and then I can do this one and get right next to him. I think. Is that what I was supposed to do?
Right on.
Oh, it didn't work. We'll try it on the next one.
That's fine.
Bling.
You probably don't... You might not want to get right next to this guy. As you can see, he hits really hard.
It's not very fair. Okay, I'm gonna back away from him. Oh, and by the way, can you explain a little bit about if I'm next to an enemy like this, and I try to leave or I try to get away from the enemy, that's called lock, right? Where they can kind of lock you into position.
Right.
What determines that? Is it their score against your score type thing, or what?
Yes. Exactly. Every character has a lock and a dodge score. If you mouse over the Snow Wolf there, you can actually see his lock and dodge. There's a series of small icons down there, and you can see that he has a lock of 6. And so that means you need to be able to beat that. Unfortunately, your dodge right now is 0. So
let's see if I can get him knocked away from him. Let's there we go. At least I got myself away from him. There we go.
That's great. Perfect tactic.
Can you explain this coward mask? I can't figure the darn thing out because I just rolled the character. And when I cast it on me, is that kind of a last-ditch effort spell? Like I'm putting it on me to increase my dodge? The chat room was saying I'm charging up my mask to do other spells.
Yes, well, the thing about the Masquerader is that they are they're sort of a multi-role class.
Okay.
And the masks are the system that they use to swap between those particular roles. So the Coward Mask, for example, is... sorry, just finishing my turn. The Cowardly Mask is a long-range role. So when you switch to that mask, you're going to have different spells available to you than when you're using the classic class mask.
Okay.
and because it's for long distance, you gain some dodge so that you can escape from enemies that are going to try to lock you down.
Okay, I'm going to stay away for just a second here. I'm going to read up on my spell. You guys go ahead for me. I'll let you beat them up a little bit for me, because they're going to murder me in 2 hits. See, some of these classes you really have to kind of understand what you're doing. Brings the caster. Oh, did you just heal me? Well,
yeah,
look at that. I'm back in. So
that's right.
Do most classes have some sort of a heal spell, or does it just depend?
Just about every class has some sort of spell that they can use to either heal themselves or a teammate. How exactly those spells work is quite different depending on the class. For example, Yops, like our teammate there, has a spell called Vitality, which they can use to temporarily increase their own vitality, but it wears off after a certain number of turns.
Okay.
So basically you're giving yourself, like, I have this many turns to finish off the enemy, or else that all that extra vitality is going to go away and I'll be dead.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
I don't know that I'll hurt this guy, but let's see here. Bling.
I think you can hit him.
Let's just try this one again, because I like what it did. It hit him, but it put me some distance at least. I'm just going to keep doing that one. Okay, so
Go for it.
And the hovering over them, of course, is going to show their health, correct?
That's right,
okay,
exactly.
So we have 54 compared to my 9. Well, okay, that's not as... Now that you healed me, 62. Explain your trees again. They're kind of like a turret, right?
Well, the trees themselves don't do any damage, but the trees can be turned into different summons. And I've got a couple of them up here because I'm also using them as blockers to kind of fence the Snoo Wolf in, so that he can't just come running after us.
See, right. Okay, so you're kind of forcing his way a little bit. Okay.
Yeah, exactly. I'm putting up some obstacles.
Well, he just knocked me for a whole bunch of points.
Oh yeah, that pushback is tough.
Okay.
But he's almost dead.
Oh, okay, there you go.
You might be able to finish him off.
I want to try something different here.
Okay.
Let's try the kick thing. That's all I got.
Go for it.
I killed him! Yay! I'm the best ever.
Nice!
Heal me! Heals for your hunter.
I only I have 2 more turns before I can do that heal again.
Hey.
I apologize.
Should have thought of that. You should have thought about who you needed to heal before you played with me. You ever get that you're in a group and it's like, heals. Like, okay,
yeah.
I'm trying.
Well, this class will later on get a little summon that can heal as well. So it's this Sadida is one of the better healers in the game. Not the primary, I would say, but they have great healing if you build them correctly.
Could you recommend a few of the classes that might be good for newbies? For like, I haven't played really much for a long time, so if I wanted,
Sure.
is the class I'm currently playing pretty newbie friendly, or should I, is there something else you recommend? Or are there any, like, if somebody's watching and wants to start a new class, is there something that maybe they could try out?
Absolutely. Well, my usual recommendation is if you are a person who likes long range, if you like kiting, if you like being able to nuke somebody from across the field, take a Craw. And if you are a close combat person who really likes to get up in somebody's face and smashy, go for a Yop.
Okay.
Those 2 are 2 of the first classes that were created, and their gameplay is still relatively simple. There's a lot of depth that you can find there, but their initial gameplay, I think you'll find, is pretty straightforward.
So the one that I chose, this Masquerader, where's that out? And is that kind of mid difficulty? Say it's really hard, so don't feel so bad about seeming like such a noob. Level 8.
Nice.
Tortuga.
And we won.
I know, it's all because of me. Okay, so again, I have here. Let me do the emote. I love the emotes. You even have ones that can communicate, like where to go, like arrows. I don't know what the center one's. I guess a daisy or something. Beat up, mad, all that good stuff. All right, so that was the first dungeon. You're basically working through some different levels of, harder and harder critters until you wind up with one that just kicks your butt like earlier. So that's just on the newbie dungeon area. So what level will players expect to kind of get to, just on the initial island there?
Incarnum is usually good for players who are about level 1 to approximately 20-ish.
Oh, okay.
There's a really great feature inside of Incarnum that I should point out before we go on to something else,
Yep.
and that is that you can restat your character for free in Incarnum until you reach level 30. So while you're here, you can play around with your build as much as you like. You can restat at the inn for free anytime you want, till you find something that you really enjoy.
Okay, so you just go back to the inn and wherever that was. I
Yeah.
saw it around here. So, yeah, there it is.
That's right.
Okay, and then you just
There's
go there
an
and
NPC
restat.
there called there's an NPC there called Fairy Reset, and she'll just talk to her and she'll reset you.
Good way for newbies to try out different builds, different classes, stuff like that.
Absolutely.
How
Absolutely.
will the giveaways be processed? It would be cool to have that shield says Teddy Man. You want
Maybe we should talk about this. And so we just finished the dungeon, and
Okay.
we're no longer in danger from being eaten by monsters.
Sure, go for it. Tell them what they're going to do for this shield thing that I got here, which is incredible.
Yeah. So what I'm offering you guys is anybody who is creating a new Dofus account tonight, or all the way through tomorrow morning, I'm offering you a Twitch shield for your account if you will tweet at DofusEN the name of your new Ankama account.
And I wonder if you could tweet that so I could read. That's a lot to say in a tweet. Well, it'll go through tomorrow, so that's fine. I'll tweet it after, but just keep that in mind. And so again, they just need to. It's a Twitter thing, so they need to get on Twitter and do that. And then we'll also retweet it and stuff like that. It'll probably also be in the MMORPG.com blog post, etc., etc. And we have about, I want to say about 23, 24 minutes left because we went a little late, or we got on a little late because technology. So should I log out and go get on my new character?
Yeah, let's switch. Let's switch to the other characters that are in Astrub.
So I need to go to escape. Change character. My level 50. Beep. Okay. I love this art. It's fantastic. Again, if you're not familiar with the IP though, there's not only this stuff on the website, but so I mean they could watch the anime or is the anime kind of separate? I can't remember if it's. I mean, it would give them a good idea, wouldn't it?
Yeah, well, don't forget there are two series that Ankama produces. There's Wakfu, which is based around the later era of the Cosmos, the Wakfu era, and then there's Treasures of Carabim. We're actually going to meet one of the characters from that series right now.
Oh, I see. Okay, and then you also have the board game, which is incredible, by the way.
That's right.
Yeah,
oh yes,
we'll
Crossmaster is amazing.
Yeah. Man, I look really
But
cool.
yeah, you really do. Look at you. You're a little gassed.
Wait, is this you here, Kirik?
That's me.
Okay. So what am I playing
check
now?
it
I
out.
forgot. I am a blah blah blah. It's been a while on this.
You're a Kra.
Oh, something easy. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I took a yacht because we'll be long distance and we'll be close combat.
Okay, very good. So your what is your now? I can look at you through information on your character page or details, which would be because one of them opened my browser window.
That's right. The character page will give you a more in-depth breakdown of what my character is like, and the information is basically just gives you my account name, so you know if you can friend me or something.
Okay. Profile characteristics. So cool. It tells you everything you need to know. It is.
Oh
cool.
yeah.
Okay. All right. So where are we going now?
All right. So we're going to go into this house right here. This is the home of Karib Kripan, who is one of the heroes of the Dofus series.
Oh, look at this.
He's an ecaflip, and he runs this shop. When he was in his youth, he was a mighty adventurer.
Look at the art, so cool.
And nowadays, he tends to the shop.
Aww.
And it.
Wow, look at all the stuff, the little details. So, the artists that do, I mean, you have a large team, of course, on all titles and everything, but there's got to be an art style that you have to keep in mind when you're designing the game. I mean, it all has to fit within that same kind of look, right?
Absolutely. Well, the person who defined Ankama's style, I think, the most would probably be Xavier Hussan, a.k.a. Za. He's very popular on DeviantArt, and he created the first character illustrations for Dofus, and now he's the main artist on Wakfu. He also works with the animation team, and he does a ton of character design for them. He's an amazing artist, and I really recommend you check him out. I think that his DeviantArt name is Za. That's XAXAXA at DeviantArt, and he's got some incredible pieces up there.
Somebody in the chat room just reminded me that I need to spin my characteristics and spell points. I have like 50 left. Do you have any recommendations, or should I just randomly go for it?
Well, let's see. For Cross have a lot of great elemental spells in just about every element. I think that the flavor of the month at the moment is probably Chance and Strength. I gave you some, I think that you've got some Strength and Enchants equipment there. I think you're wearing, you're wearing the Strength set right now.
So pump a little bit into, oh my gosh. I'm telling you, people, if you like a game where you can tweak stuff and just play with it. All right, so I've got 245 points real quick. How much into Strength you think? Let's just throw like what?
Yeah, go for half at least.
120?
Yeah, Kraz are great multi-elemental characters.
Wow, okay. I'm scared. And Chance, maybe the remainder?
Yeah, exactly.
All right, I'm trusting you. If I die, let's do it.
I can't promise that you won't die because dungeons are balanced for teams of 4 characters, and we're only 2.
Okay.
But I think we're going to be okay. We should be all right.
Okay, so but we do. I mean, people who have watched my streams before, they have to really remember that I'm pretty much a permanent noob. Let's see here. Okay, and then I'm accepting you there. All right, and then how about on my spells? Any particular ones you want me to? I'm at rank 3 now on a bunch of them. You think I'd be good with that?
Well, I would say that you should level up your strength and chance spells, since those are the elements that you've decided to pump.
Okay.
Or I've decided for you.
Right. And so how would I know which ones are the chance? I guess I can go down here.
It's a simple color coding system. You can see the blue ones are all chance, the brown ones are strength, the green are agility, and the red are intelligence.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why is it not letting me go up here? I thought I just increased right there. It's not letting me just click the little plus symbol and put the that's okay. I'll just survive with what we got. Okay, so I'm going to click on this guy here, right?
Yeah, we're going to go up the stairs, actually. Over here.
Oh, the little quest he has. I don't need to worry about that.
No, it's okay.
Okay.
All right, so this is actually kind of a fun little thing that we're going to do here, because you're going to need to equip that staff that I've put down in your inventory bar.
Okay.
You got a little wand there with a red tip and a blue tip.
Okay. It's a match.
And voila!
Oh, I'm small. Am I tiny?
Yes, you are.
Oh, look at that. How cute. I'm the cutest little tiny... Oh, look at my pet's the same size. How awesome is that? There's so many little details. Wow.
Well, the dungeon that we're about to do, the Kickroach dungeon, actually takes place in the world of tiny but very evil insects.
Okay, that's good.
So you're going to want to go, there's a little tiny mouse hole that's there on the left wall near the stairs.
Chat room, hold on real quick. Chat room, don't worry so much about my spells. I'm not worried about it. I don't know the character. This happens if you watch my streams. I play a lot of games, so I'm not an expert in them. But if you have any tips or advice, go for it. That's why I'm going to die a lot. It gives you an idea of what death is like in Dofus. Okay, so where's the mouse while you were saying? I was just... Oh, here it is. Oh my gosh, I'm going to go into mouse. Oh, this is so cool. Look at the artwork. It's so nice.
Will you do something for me while you're in there?
Sure.
There should be an NPC that's there.
Mm-hmm.
And if you speak to him, he should give you the option to teleport group to dungeon.
Rolypug? Or whatever his name is? Roly-Poly-Pug?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think so.
Teleport group members. Are you sure you want to teleport them? I don't know. Do I want you? Okay,
yes.
That's good. I don't want to.
Absolutely.
Might as well. I love this little artwork stuff. So cool. Chat room is losing their mind. They always do this. Like he didn't equip the sword of truth. He's gonna die, and it's like I'm gonna die anyway. Don't worry about it. All right. So who am I? That's you, Kurek, right? Oh, it's just me.
Yeah, that's
me. Just me and you. Okay.
Yeah, it looks like our other guy that left us. But that's okay.
You're not small.
No, that's true. I forgot to give myself the wand, but it's okay.
Okay. So where do we go now?
All right, let's attack this guy. Oh, I'm sorry. Do you have the key?
I don't know. Do I?
Oh, let me check. Hang on, just 1 second.
You don't just say let's attack this guy and disappear. That's not friendly. That's
no,
not
I
good.
haven't. I'm still in the same room. I just ran behind some of the
Oh, okay. That's an option I think I can turn
foliage
off,
there.
actually. Okay. Okay, there you go. You're like, let's attack this guy. Bye!
Well, don't worry, because even if I did attack somebody, you would still get that little join notification, so you would just be able to hop right in.
And do you mean talk to Roly Pug and jingle the bunch of keys with a grin to him? That's what you meant.
That's the one.
Okay, so go ahead and click. I can go ahead and click on that?
Yes.
Okay. You won't get that far. Well, I'll make you an exception for you and get the leg up, but I used a bunch of keys. Rahaha. Ooh, where am I at now? Oh, wow. Wicked. Oh, wow. We're on like a board. Oh, there's the guy down there from the... That's so funny. Oh, and he's armed. Chat room, if you can see this, the guy is armed with a dirty Q-tip and some toothpicks, which is absolutely disgusting. Okay, so
Maximum class.
who is Mikar here with? Is this just an NPC or is this a player?
Oh, that's a Preceptor. He's one of the guild features. Preceptors are something that collects items that drop within a particular area. Only members of that guild can collect from them. However, if you're feeling particularly cheeky, you can also choose to attack them and try to take all the drops from the guild that has placed the Preceptor. The only catch is that the guild gets a chance to defend that Preceptor with their guild members. So let's not do that, actually,
that's cool.
because... yeah, we're good, I think.
So we're gonna attack this very scary grouper. Okay, whatever. Let's do it.
Oh yeah, go for it.
I'm gonna die so quick. Okay.
It's okay. You're long distance, so you can stay there. That's a good idea.
Okay. So my spells are distant. Oh, magic. Oh, okay. I remember this guy from a while ago. Oh, that's right. Oh, what did he cast?
There you go.
Dustmite.
It's been a little while since I've played a Yop either, so we'll see how well we do.
It's just funny because the last time, I mean, the game seems like it's changed just since the last time I really played it a few years ago that much, you know? I mean, it seems like it's come that far, so that's really cool. It looks a lot smoother, everything seems to be flowing a little bit more.
Yes, we've worked a lot on updating the game since, well, for the last 10 years. And we've got 10 years of content to show for it. If I can just, be shamelessly plugged.
No, you're fine, you're fine. Critical shooting, let's see here. Increase the critical hit rate. Might as well, let's cast that. That's going to give me a buff, basically, right?
Yes, exactly.
Okay, so this is one of the easier classes, pretty much, to play.
Yeah, exactly. It's pretty straightforward. Like I said, when you start getting into the class, you can find more depth in the Krab, but when you start out, it's very straightforward.
Okay. Again, I'm sorry, what are you playing? What's your class?
I'm playing a Yop.
Yop, okay.
And Yops are specialists at close combat attacks.
Okay.
We get right up in there, and we're more glass cannons, though, so I have to be a little bit careful.
Well, you're going to tank for me while I shoot him with an arrow. Paralyzing arrow. Let's try that one. Ooh! I'm going to get a little straight on just in case here. Okay. And the guy behind you, there, look, he's got a bow and arrow made out of a paperclip, toothpicks.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's fantastic. I love how the shopkeeper's down there sleeping.
Our designers just had a great time with this dungeon. It's so creative.
Yeah, it sounds like it. Yeah, it looks like it. So we've got this is turn, they go, I go, they go, the back and forth. So you've really got to make up, you really got to pick the right thing, or you can be hurt for a while.
That's right.
Let's do a little poison arrow on that guy. I'm gonna poison him. Let's try some arrows. Let's do a frozen arrow on this dude. Yeah, I like this. It's a little more straightforward. Just gotta shoot.
It's a little easier too when you're a little higher level. You have some more spells to choose from. You have a few more options. Oh dear.
What happened?
I just died.
Oh my god, no!
You're okay. Now I'm the noob.
No, let's see what I've got here. Paralyzing arrow. I've got something to transport me out of the way, I'm sure. Retreat arrow.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Let's try that one on that guy. So I can get away from... Oh, well, I killed him. Even better.
Nice.
Paralyzing, stills MP, so I'm going to use this on this guy so at least I can stop him from. If I'm taking MP from him, I'm taking movement points, so he's not going to be able to get close.
That's
to me.
right.
Now, while you're in battle, is there any way for other than other players resin you? Is there a way for you like to self-res? Is there a potion? Is there something like that?
No, unfortunately, there's only one way to come back from death when you're in combat, and that's to have an Osamotus cast Spiritual Leash on you. That's the only way to come back.
Okay.
But it's okay. I think that if we die here, then maybe we can ask some valiant adventurers to come and help us out.
Yeah, because I'm noobing it up here pretty bad.
Well, like I said, these fights are balanced for 4 players, ideally, so we may have bitten off a little more than we could chew.
Nah, it doesn't happen. Okay, very good. Yeah, I'm probably going to be dead in this next round. Let's let him kill me here.
Okay.
I see what he's doing, though, with the Q-tip. He hits you with it and it pulls you close to him. It's like sticky, which is really gross.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
I'm dead as well.
All right.
I'm still tiny.
That's good.
Let's see. Now that I'm inside, you can actually equip my Earthquake sword again to benefit on the set bonus. Oh, okay. So yeah, I had that stupid spear, didn't I, the whole time? Yeah, I did. I didn't even have the good. Oh wow. Okay. Okay. So where did you go? Did you run back to the dungeon, or do you want to try to find some place?
Yeah. I'll just teleport you here real quick.
Having a GM on your side is great.
And for those of you who might be interested, I'm sorry I can't offer this particular service for everyone.
Yeah.
Special occasion.
Yeah, I can get that.
Sorry.
So there's a recall potion, which is going to recall me back to my last save point. Here is a potion to teleport to the temple. Okay, rice-based potion. So when I die, or when I get knocked out or whatever it is, you were saying you can get rezzed and everything like that from, I'm sorry, after combat. But if I'm just by myself here, I just need to sit down and just heal for a while, right?
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
There's also items that you can use to restore your health. Tons and tons of items, and they can be crafted by several of the different professions. There's butcher, there's baker, and there's fishmonger.
Okay.
And there's alchemist as well. They all make potions that restore health.
Okay, so if I'm not feeling like sitting, I can go ahead and there's potions and stuff. All right, very cool.
Yes, that's right. I think that I left some bread in your inventory if you want to speed up the recovery process.
Got a lot of stuff here. Let's see. We've got a bow wow. Let's see.
It should be your potions tab, which is the little one that's little bottles next to the sword.
There we go. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
There we go. Oh, and that's nice. You double click it and it automatically goes to your hotbar there. That's cool.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay. So I'm just ready for you. So if you if anybody wants to jump in and help us, I don't know if you have somebody there. So we need at least 2 more people, right? That
would be ideal. Yeah.
Somebody from the chat room says, "Do we want people joining you around what level?" We're level 50, right? I am.
That's correct.
Okay.
But anybody can. I think that we could have just about anybody. If we have enough people, then we can surely overwhelm them with numbers.
Okay. So we could take a full 8-person group into there?
That's right. The dungeons will actually adapt to include more monsters the more people we add into our groups, so it stays balanced.
Okay, very cool.
No matter how many people we add.
Very cool. Yeah, go ahead and if anybody wants to join us, you can either put your name into the chat room there and we'll invite you. Is it level 80? And by the way, what's max level again?
Oh, max level is 200.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Looks like I got some leveling to do. Okay. That's the story of my freaking life, though, man. I'm always got another level to hit. All right, very cool.
Well, what would life be without more XP bars, right?
Less work. Less work. Noob like me, man. I'm not that great at it. But yeah, no, that's cool. If I don't know if level 80 is enough, you could okay, so Captain Gale is a level 80. Do we want to add that person?
Yeah, sure. Captain Gale is actually a great guy.
Okay.
I've met him before.
Let's see here. Is your name Bilbo? What's with the names? Bilbo Scat Sailor. So you're selling.
He's selling a pillback hat.
Oh, I thought it said Bilbo Scat, like you know, Hobbit poop. Correct me if I'm wrong, but that's what that says right there. Okay, do you want to invite him since you're the leader of the group, or do you want to re-invite him?
Yeah, no problem. Okay. I'll do it.
We'll do one more run here if we're successful. Cool. If not, that'll be the end of the stream. But if you guys and girls want any more information, though, of course, about the game, what is it? Just wakfu.com?
Yeah, it's Dofus.com.
Dofus, I'm sorry. Dofus.com.
That's okay. You can advertise the Wakfu, too.
Yeah, well, I'll be playing that next week as well. I'm a little more familiar with that one, Dofus.com, you could sign up for free. There's an optional subscription. There's a lot of options with the payment plans and stuff like that. But you can definitely check it out for free. That newbie island I was showing you earlier, you can try out the different classes all you want. So that sounded like a lot of fun. I'm going to go ahead and go inside since I'm in the group.
Sure, go ahead.
I'm not going to go in. Now, do I need to get small again?
Yes, you will need to get small.
But don't let me forget to put that sword back on.
Okay.
Like the dummy I was doing. Okay, so there you go. Alright, so now I'm going to double-click the little sword, get small, and I can go ahead and go in the mouse hole, right?
Yes, go for it.
Going in the mouse hole. Okay, so we've got level 50, and Pillbow Cat, level 80, which sounds great. And then I'm going to talk back to that guy again. Okay, so now I'm going to put my sword back on before I forget. Bloop, which I believe it was the earth one. So I've got a set basically here, and what they were saying in the chat room here is I've got a set bonus going on.
That's right, exactly. So the more pieces of the set you equip, the greater the bonus will be.
Okay. Okay, I clicked to import you.
Thank you. All right.
Okay, and then click on him, talk, and then jangle the keys, right? Oh, return the keys.
This time he's going to...
Go ahead.
There you go, you got it. You got it. It's a nice feature. If you die in the dungeon, it's somewhat forgiving. It will let you return to where the room that you last were successful in. In this case, it's the first room for us, but this way, if you die to the boss, you can come back and you don't have to have another key.
Okay, how many rooms in this particular room? Or dungeon?
Let's see. This one has, I think it's 5 rooms. Okay. Most dungeons have about 4 to 6 rooms.
Okay, very cool. Now, is this one going to get progressively harder as you go along?
Yes, it will.
Okay.
It will.
You can see here, too, viewers now and later, the variety and look. I mean, you can customize your character like crazy. I mean, it might not look like it because I'm in this kind of isometric view. You can zoom in and everything like that, but you can really, in both games, Dofus and Wakfu, you can really customize like crazy. It's really a lot of fun. My character's, I think, pretty outrageous looking right now. But if I wanted to change that, I could. But I think this is a good set. She probably gave me, so I'm going to leave that for a while. So the Dust Mite looks like they summon the Dust Mite.
Yes, that's correct. They do summon that Dust Mite.
So we're fighting magic user cockroaches with sticky Q-tips.
That's not a sentence you thought you'd be saying today, is it?
I've been doing this, for about 5 years now, as far as professionally, and I'm not surprised that I just said that now. But, oh, look how far my oh, darn it. What is my farthest range? I didn't even look at that before I... Darn it! Oh, where's my buff? Darn it!
It's okay, it's okay. You'll get him next turn.
I want to just read my spells. Critical shooting, that's the one I want first. Bad side, what does that do? Reduces the range. Okay, so...
Yeah, and that's an area of effect, so that's actually a pretty good one, too.
Bad side, yeah, it looks like it.
Now, our Alpaca friend has just put down a glyph, so you want to make sure that the enemies go on the glyph, but we don't want to go on the glyph.
This glyph you cast right there. Okay, so it's kind of like a mine,
right.
Maybe? Like a landmine?
Yeah, a little bit like that. It's an area of effect that stays in the same area, and enemies are only affected by it when they are on the glyph.
Okay.
I'm using my strength spells here, but I really
So how do you try and get the enemies into those areas? Pushing them however you can, blocking them, whatever.
Exactly like that. As you can see, she went ahead and cast the glyph underneath the monsters while they were standing all in a group together, so when they activate their turn, the glyph activates a damage attack on them. Okay. But they also have a passive debuff that is applied to them as long as they're within the glyph.
Okay, I see. Now, so the highlighted squares here, that's I guess you were saying is that the range of the glyph right now?
Exactly.
Okay, very cool.
100% correct.
Yeah, you might see some. Oh, is it my turn? No. You might see how you're having to actually move around objects. So you're going to have a lot of that in different areas of combat. You're going to need to maneuver around objects that are in the background or in the battleground, I should say. So that.
That's right, and if you ever run into trouble seeing where something is, like, for example, if you have an enemy that's behind that nail, for example, up there, and you can't see them, you can always switch to tactical mode, which will give you a clearer view of the battlefield.
Yeah, I forgot how to do that. It's in the settings somewhere.
There's actually a little button that's right around that that center. Yeah, there you go.
Oh, look at that. That's cool. I don't like tactical mode. It's not as cool.
Yeah, it's not as pretty. It is useful though.
Why can I not hurt that dude? Is he out of my sight?
I
just want to
not
hit
sure.
him. I just want to hit him with the. Why can I not hit him?
Try getting just a little closer.
Yeah.
There you go.
That's about all I got, buddy.
Oh, he's getting mean now.
Oh, is this the last critter? Okay, very cool.
That's right.
Wow.
Just this one left, and then we win.
All it took was adding one level 80. Dude, and we're good.
Fekkas are very powerful.
They
also...
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, sorry. I was going to say they also somewhat recently received a complete overhaul of their gameplay to increase the usefulness of their glyphs and to give them a little bit more oomph.
Okay.
So they're also a good choice for a beginner.
Oh, look at that. I killed him by myself. That was so easy.
Yeah, that's how I remember it.
That was so easy. And all I did was...
You're already a master.
All I did was push a few buttons. All right, so next group. Now, do we normally heal up at this point, or can you not in dungeons?
Yes, you definitely can, and you probably should.
Okay, thanks. Yeah, I agree. So everybody else healed up, and oh, here we gotta say, where's the slap thing? Oh, wait, you click on yourself. Right. There you go, slap. Okay, so now I'm ready. Nobody else said ready?
I said ready.
Okay. Oh, this level 80's a noob. He didn't say ready. Hey.
There you go.
Let's do it. Okay, I think we can probably squeeze in one more fight, and then we probably got to cut the stream. Where?
That's fine.
Why can't I place myself? Where am I at? Oh, I'm way down here. Okay, let's go ahead and go to tactical view for this one.
That's
there
good.
we go. Yeah, I can see where it's necessary in certain maps. Because what you're doing is you're essentially just cutting out all the background stuff, which is really cool, but you might need to see a little better.
Yeah, exactly. It's a little bit too bad because we're kind of working on some ways to improve the tactical mode to make it a little prettier. Because we agree, it's not the most beautiful thing. It's very useful, but not as pretty as the actual background. So we're looking for a way to improve that in the future.
I believe in Wakfu, it just kind of fades to transparency, if I'm correct, right?
Yes, that's correct. Wakfu has a slightly different battle schema, though, because you don't technically leave the overworld when you're fighting in Wakfu, whereas in Dofus you're actually transported to a different version of the map to do a fight.
Oh, okay, kind of like a little instance in a way.
Yes, exactly. Other players can observe your fighting from the outside by clicking on a little spectator button, but they can't interact with you in any other way, and they won't see you unless they intentionally try to spectate your fight.
Okay. Yeah, it's interesting the differences between the two games, but it is important to remember this one was developed quite a bit longer, many more years ago than this one, so the technology is different. It's not just like you just apply the tricks of the old game to the new game or vice versa. I mean, there's differences in all that, I'm sure. So.
Yeah, exactly. Wakfu is based on the Java platform, and Dofus is based on Flash and Adobe Air. So yeah, there's a lot of differences there. I think that's actually a strength because it means that we're not just like reskinning a game and republishing it. You know,
sure.
They're really two completely different games, even though they have a lot of similarities.
But like I said, last time I remember playing it a lot. A lot of these UI elements are different. Like the highlighted player is having his background or her background fill up with a timer. So there's a lot more visual elements like that that are a little bit easier to recognize. Oops. I always forget how to cancel the current ability you're getting ready to use. Let's try something else. Let's try Frozen Arrow. Now
that's good.
Yeah, now I really want to try out some of these different abilities. Because they're pretty straightforward, but they do help some of them coordinate with other abilities or complement other abilities. So.
Exactly, and you'll find that the abilities within an element tend to complement each other as well.
Okay.
For example, you'll find that the intelligence arrows are fire, and they also tend to be some steals, and there's some AP steals in there as well, which means the monsters won't be able to use as many spells during their turn.
Right. Okay. I'm trying to see what this person's wearing. It looks like a tofu. What is it? The sheep-looking critters all tied up.
Yeah, it's the gobble set. It's the royal gobble set, in fact.
Pretty cool.
You can get that from crafting parts of the royal gobble, which you can find in the royal gobble dungeon.
So what are the benefits of, just off topic here or whatever, what are the benefits to the subscription? Is it something that people have to get into certain areas of the game, or is it just an optional type thing?
That's correct. Most of the game is pay to play. You have a fairly large area of free to play content to try out, and this dungeon is one of the areas that you can try out when you're still playing for free. I'd say that you can get up to about level 50 or so in Astrub with a little effort before you find yourself kind of really hitting a hard cap of. It's not a hard cap, but there's nothing in Astrub that's over level 50, so you'll have a difficult time getting XP over that level.
Yeah.
But the rest of the world is pay to play, and buying a subscription also allows you to wear pets, like the one that you've got right there, and wear mounts, which are similar to pets but have some different options and some varied stats. Oh, we won! Yay!
Very cool. See, I knew I was getting better. Yes, chat room. I know I should have concentrated on stream. I'll need to get back into the game and try out some of the different elements and stuff like that. I don't know that we have any more time for another fight here. We need to probably go ahead and cut it off because we normally would have been off around 3 my time, 4 Eastern time, but we ran a little late because of technical issues. But it's been a lot of fun. We barely even really began to scrape the top of the game, and there's a lot more to the game and to the lore and to the game. I mean, to the content. That I'm showing here. So, is there anything you want people to know before we leave today, like what you might want to show off or have them concentrate on if they decide to join the game?
Well, I would say don't rush through the Incarnum area and try to get out to the rest of the world too quickly. Incarnum has a lot of great quests that will give you equipment and items and all sorts of commas that you need to build the foundation of your character. Try questing, try crafting, try all the professions we have. Like, at the moment we have 35 professions that you can try out.
Right.
There's just so much to do in the game. I say don't rush, take your time, explore, and have a great time. And by the way, if you have any questions whatsoever, you can always tweet at us at Dofus_EN, or you can go on our forums. We have a great newbie forum where we love to meet new players, and the community is super friendly, and we love to meet new players. So just ask.
And it's an older game, so you have an established community where there's people who are not only willing to help you, but maybe they've maxed level, they've seen all the dungeons, they've done a lot of stuff, so they really enjoy. I found a lot of veteran players really enjoy helping newbies because it's kind of a fun activity. You get to help somebody out, you get to show off the game a little bit. So it's always feel free to ask around. The game is a little unusual if you're used to just kind of linear jumping and you follow a bunch of quest lines. You have that option in Dofus. And correct me if I'm wrong on this, by the way. But no,
you're right.
You really just the abilities. I need to take some time just to read the abilities. My very first class I rolled, I did not know what was going on because you have to really kind of understand it. But that first. I get what you mean. That first newbie island gives you a chance to kind of run around and figure out the different classes and take your time into battles and stuff. And I didn't even get into crafting yet, which sounds really cool. So,
Oh, yeah, yeah.
All right.
Well, that's one of the things that's a big advantage of Dofus. We've got a lot of years behind us, so we've got a ton of depth. It'll be a long time before you're bored.
Yes, I agree. I appreciate everybody joining me today. I think I just now started to get back into streaming. If you're familiar with me, I used to stream a lot for some of the websites. You can actually go to bohunman.com. If you want to find all my old game streams, go over to YouTube and just search for Bo Turkey. My channel's YouTube, whatever / Bo Turkey, whatever, and you can find it all on there. Or you can find best places on Twitter at Bo_Heineman. I have tons, probably hundreds. I think I have something like 900 videos of game streams and stuff, interviews with devs, blah, blah, blah. I think the next one I'm going to do, possibly next week or whenever it is, I'm not really sure. I'll have to talk to the team and all that, is I'll probably cover some Wakfu, and we'll do a similar thing and go through some dungeons, show off some combat and some lore stuff. With that one, to answer your questions about that one, you can always email me, of course. All the information's on my website. Thank you for joining me. That was a lot of fun. Despite the technical issues, that wasn't that bad, right?
No, it was fantastic, and I had a great time.
So I wrecked
the
stream like 4 times, and you wrecked Skype once. That's not bad.
Hey, all things considered, I think we came out ahead, right?
Yes. Oh, and the giveaways, just to recap that. Do you want to recap that giveaway real quick, what they need to do?
Yeah, sure. We're offering you guys a Twitch shield if you have created a brand new Dofus account. Established players, please let the newbies go ahead on this one. Please don't try and game it. I appreciate it. I will have other Twitch shield giveaways in the future. I swear. I promise. But if you're a new player and you've just started playing Dofus today, you have until about this time tomorrow to tweet your new Dofus account nickname, not your login, never your login, to me at Dofus_en, and I will send you a Twitch shield for your character.
Yeah, so basically make a new account, tweet them over there with your, not the log information, with the account nickname. Is that what you said? Right. Don't send your password and all that. No, don't do that. Don't ever do that. Even if don't do it in game ever. It's just universal rule. But anyway, thank you again. That was a lot of fun. I'll have to play this some more and get used to the layout and the abilities. It's really if you want it to be a complicated game, it can be. So I'm looking forward to kind of get back into it. So very cool.
If you ever have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask.
I will. I very much will. Thanks everybody for joining me. I'll see everybody whenever my next stream is. I'm getting back into it, so I don't know for sure right now. But just watch my Twitter or go over to mmorpg.com. It'll be on there. So thanks again, everybody. See you soon.
Good night.